My friend, settle in and let me take you on a journey back in time to a pivotal moment when the fire of freedom blazed within my soul. Picture this, a small village in rural South Africa where the land stretched out before us, filled with the rich stories and struggles of our ancestors. But even within the embrace of our tight-knit community, I could feel the weight of discrimination and inequality bearing down on us. From the days of my youth, I witnessed firsthand the limitations imposed upon people of color in our country. I saw the injustices, the barriers that held us back from reaching our full potential. It was during these formative years that the seeds of change began to take root within me. In the depths of my being, I carried a vision of a new South Africa, a nation where all people, regardless of their race or background, could walk hand in hand towards a future of equality and justice. This vision consumed me, drove me to action. And so, my friend, I embarked on a path of resistance. The African National Congress, the ANC, became my vessel of hope, a platform for change that could steer our nation towards a brighter tomorrow. We rallied together using nonviolent protests and acts of civil disobedience as our weapons against the oppressive regime that sought to keep us in chains. But let me tell you, it wasn't an easy road. Our voices were met with violence and repression. The apartheid government tried to silence us, to erase our aspirations for a better future. But the more they tried to crush us, the louder we became. We refused to be silenced. Then, destiny intervened and wove the threads of my life, leading me to a defining moment. The Rivonia trial. Together with my comrades, we stood tall in the face of adversity, refusing to back down. In our hearts, we knew that our struggle was a just one. Soon, the walls of Robben Island became my prison, but also my classroom. Confined to a bleak cell, I experienced the harsh realities of life behind bars. Yet within those walls, I discovered a profound sense of purpose. As I have said many times before, do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. Education became my lifeline. Books and papers became my companions, transforming the narrow confines of my cell into an expansive world of ideas. I engaged in thought-provoking debates with my fellow prisoners, each interaction fueling my determination to fight for justice. It was during those long and lonely nights that I found solace in the power of the written word. Through the pages of history, I rediscovered the resilience of those who had come before me, their stories igniting a flame of hope within my heart. After 27 years of captivity, I emerged from prison, carrying with me a heart full of hope and an unyielding determination to build a new South Africa. The negotiation table replaced the prison cell as my comrades, and I sat opposite the apartheid government. Together, we charted the course towards a democratic nation. It was a delicate dance, my friend, a balancing act between demands for justice and the need for reconciliation. But my belief in the inherent goodness of humanity fueled the fire within me. I witnessed the gradual dismantling of apartheid, the seeds of equality taking root and blossoming into a new era. And then, my friend, the unthinkable happened. I was elected as the first black president of South Africa. The weight of responsibility rested upon my shoulders, but instead of crumbling under its burden, I found strength. This wasn't just a victory for me or my comrades. It was a triumph for every person who had dared to dream of a free and equal South Africa. But my journey didn't end with politics. Oh no, my spirit yearned to extend beyond geographical boundaries. I became a global activist championing causes dear to my heart. From the fight against AIDS to the promotion of education for all, I sought to empower communities worldwide, believing that change begins with a single act of kindness. In the spirit of Ubuntu, my friend, I share my story with you. It is a tale of resilience and perseverance, of triumphs and setbacks. I firmly believe that in order to overcome the greatest challenges, we must tap into the power of our shared humanity. Ubuntu, a philosophy celebrating our interconnectedness, shaped my life and my actions. It teaches us that we are all bound together by invisible threads, and that our true strength lies in the unity of our diversity. Through Ubuntu, I discovered the bridge that connects us all, inspiring me to continue fighting for justice and equality. My hope is not to be remembered as a flawless saint, but as a humble sinner who never gave up. And so, my friend, I urge you to never lose faith, even when faced with seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Always remember that the power to change the world lies within each and every one of us. As I once said, it always seems impossible until it's done. And with those words etched in your heart, I bid you farewell, knowing that my story will live on through the hearts and actions of those who continue to dream of a better world. Let us carry the torch of resilience and perseverance, walking hand in hand towards a future where justice and freedom flourish for all. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others.